Hello everybody, Rufo here, and I bring to you a different game. A game which I would have gotten started a little earlier, except it came out yesterday, it took a while to install, and then I had to wrestle with the controls. I'm gonna skip that because we'll see it later. Let's play Okami HD. This is the Steam version of the game. Now I've originally played the... I tried to play the Wii version of... I have the Wii version of the game. I tried to play it, but the control scheme for that one seriously ruined the game for me. The PlayStation 2 version, I thought about playing, but I don't like arguing with an emulator if I can get away with it. And, well, now this has come out on Steam, I don't have to emulate it, I can just play it. But the controls... Well, I thought I'd be using my controller, as the Steam page does say it has full controller support. This game is controlled entirely through mouse and keyboard. These controls work well, it's just, it's not the controller support I thought I'd get. So, where is this aforementioned controller support? As far as I can tell, the controller support is turning the rumble on with your controller that I can't use. Who came up with this? I'm just gonna go through the rest of the options and make sure that they're where I need them to be.
Oh, mini games. Okay. That's what I need.
Not sure why those seem to keep resetting. But oh well. What a start. Game.
Okami.
We shall start with story. Which, keep pressing F1, you can skip it, but, nah. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted upon necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior, Nagi, attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the Beast Cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliant. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt towards Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying head, spreading its fangs for battle, and the two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow. But Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously towards Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that had plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elders gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui put out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi, and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend. Nothing but a fairy tale. Amazing how quickly people forget in 100 years. Run, fool! Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds, speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power. No! Run away, little man. Run away. Stupid gate. Where'd I go, you jerk? You've ruined everything. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. We have Sakuya, the sprite actually protecting in Kamiki Village. Good question. That could be a problem. Hoorah! Oh, get on with it! Yes. I see. Your robe has such large holes, how could anything not? You need a new robe, girl. Hmm? Whoa. Where are you now? Are you? You look like some form of grasshopper to me. Well, this should be good. Oh! I don't think I care much for your art style, actually. Oh, leave me be. I just woke up. Yeah, funny that. Nom. Bring it on, I could use a warm-up. Whoa. Oh, now he notices it's dark. Yes? Uh-huh. I guess. Yeah, that's the fruit, alright. Oh, you've got a knife. Get to it. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, our first goal is to cut down that fruit, but we don't have a means of doing that, so... we'll just go into the light and arrive at different places. Yes, this place is far more peaceful. I don't think we're in the village anymore soon. But now that we've arrived in tutorial land, soon we'll proceed to break the fourth wall to give us our tutorials. Don't give me that. Jerk. But, possibly more importantly, over here we have an origin mirror, also known as a save point. Yes, save your game. Alright, after all, due to control issues, I haven't actually finished this game myself, or played that much of it. But no matter. These are things we will worry about next time. I know this one was just the intro, but it's a lot of intro. So next time we'll get on to the actual meat of the tutorial. See you then. Later.